We show up, we're over there, we're like, nice house, nice house. We're talking about, oh, the cats are gonna love the compound. And they go like,
Hey! What'd you say?
Did you say cats?
Cats? Is that someone's name? A group? No. Oh, you mean cats? Like meow. Oh, shit.
Pets are not allowed.
My goodness, what are we doing?
Hola, Muthoni here.
What's up? It's Nick.
And this is the second time we're filming this video.
Sigh. We already did it and it was cool.
Because we were like half drunk.
No, I think it was just because the fact that we were in a very happy place.
Yeah.
And by happy place, I mean physically. Like the
like we
location
were really
was
having
a happy
fun.
place. And now we're back in Nairobi and
we are on vacation hangover.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That's what we're on. Filming this at Watamu, just a disclaimer, if this is not the kind of shit you're into, I'm tipsy. Okay, so...
Who's not into tipsy shit though?
I don't know. We are not in the same house we were in before. And we are here to tell you what happened. So
what happened?
What happened was... Oh wait, this is where my African American comes in. What had happened was... so where do we even start? Okay, so let's start with... Wow, you see, like, when we were on happy juice, in a happy whatever, we didn't even think about stuff. It was just beginning to end. Anyway...
It started with someone snitching.
Actually, no. It started with us thinking we might have to move after the whole cat situation.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is how this started. Sometime in December, it was December, right? Yeah, sometime in December, we were like, okay, we might have to move. But let's go all the way back to September after we moved in. So after we had moved into this house, I think we were so excited. Out of all the house. Yeah, oh, sorry, that house.
Not this one.
Okay, we were excited about the house that when we saw it and we liked it, we did not do our due diligence like we did with all the other houses.
Mm-hmm.
We forgot to ask if pets were allowed, okay? That's a mistake on our part. So we've moved in, we've paid, we're in, we're settled. Mm-hmm. Then they send what? The lease. And then going through it, it says, no pets allowed.
Apparently.
So I was like, crap. So I called the lady we're dealing with from that company. And I was like, hey, so slight problem. How flexible are you about this no pets allowed business?
They weren't flexible.
At all. No, they were. But the guys who built the building, the developers, were not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she says, okay, so what kind of animals are we talking? I said cats. So
they
like,
thought
okay.
we had Komodo dragons, but it's fine. It happens. Some people do actually have them. We didn't.
Where?
We don't. In Australia.
Which people?
In Australia, people keep Komodo dragons as pets.
But this is
That's
not
why you don't go
Australia.
to Australia.
No, Australia just has strange animals.
Oh yeah, and spiders are the size of like a...
Don't do that. I won't be able to sleep when things touch me. If you start talking about crawly stuff.
Think about a small laptop.
No.
Small one.
I thought we're not doing that.
Not a huge one. Just a... As opposed to a... You see the difference? Yeah.
What?
So thankfully we're not in Australia. Sending love to Australia, by the way. Hope you guys are cool.
Okay.
Back to the story.
So
they were kind of okay. Who was kind of okay with the pets?
The landlord, but the developers were not. So when we spoke, they're like, oh, that's one thing they were really, really against. But do they go outside and all that kind of stuff? We're like, no, they just stay indoors.
They chill.
They didn't ask us how many, which we're glad they did not. They discovered exactly how many we had on the day we were moving out.
Yeah. They saw who? Clover, who's very chill. Well, sometimes. And then Ginger, who is super chill.
So the first time they saw Clover, sorry, I have to remember this. Okay. Don't eat njugu and film at the same time. So
then maybe you should stop eating them.
I took one without ngozi, without the covering.
It's your life, man. Do you?
So the first time they saw Clover, this is what happened. In that house, given that it was a new house, there were a lot of things that needed to be fixed here and there. Like, this is not working, this needs to be changed. This tile has a crack, it needs to be replaced. There was always something. So one time, and then these guys would show up unannounced. They don't even know if you're home. So one time, they show up, and it's like a bunch of people. So it was the developer, the landlord's assistant, the landlord's agent,
and like six other people to just stand there at the door.
The developer's wife,
looking
and then
around.
like 7 fundis.
They just stood around.
So you just hear the doorbell, ding dong, open, and there's a bunch of people, and they're all just waiting to come in.
In 2020, please call people before you come to the house. It's
courteous. It only makes, like, what if I'm just walking around naked and then I have to rush and I like it?
It's ridiculous. Stop that shit, man.
They came into the house, and Ziggy and Joey, because they always hide anytime they hear. They hide when they hear a doorbell. They hide when you open the door. They hide when they hear someone call your name and they do not know the voice.
Voices.
They do not like people who are not us.
Good cats.
Good parenting. Oh, that too.
That too.
So these guys come into the house. Ginger was seated at the balcony, so they didn't see him. Then Clover just went and hid under my desk. So the wife of the developer, I don't know if they developed together, she's like, oh, no, pets are not allowed here. Why is a pet here? So at this point, because we had already spoken to the landlord and they were like aware, I just said, oh, no, I'm just watching him for a friend for the weekend. Mm-hmm. They're like, oh, okay then. But no pets. So I was like, yes. Oh, so that was like, whew, okay. Then a second time. Then a third time. So at least the second time and the third time, it was just not the fundis. The thing for me that was like, you have to think about this, was when I was asked if I could put the cats in the closet. Because they were coming around, going into each of the houses to see all the problems that needed to be fixed. And they had to walk around. And this is after you've told them all your problems. But now they're like, they have to come see them for themselves and then decide if it's a problem or not. So they asked if I could hide the cats in the closet. Like, they said, just hide them there, like, just so that they don't see them, because they're coming with multiple people. And
would you hide your kids in a closet if you were told, oh, we don't allow kids, and then you never told them about like your 6-month-old? It's an interesting thought. Would you like hide 6-month-old under the bed, in the bathroom? I don't know.
They were giving me an hour to hide the cats. So Ginger, Ziggy was under the duvet, because Ziggy would hide under the duvet. Joey went under the bed. But then now Ginger and Clover, they're the ones who always walk around, right? So now I'm like, crap, so how do we do this? Ginger was sleeping on the clothes in the closet, but the doors were open. So I had to go lock the door, like just close the door with him inside. And I knew that would scare him. It's sudden, it's weird. Clover was one who I just felt so bad about. Because yes, I had to grab him and put him, and I felt so bad. And the whole time that I was just like, can they finish and leave? Can they finish and leave? Can they finish and leave? And I think it was so bad for Clover because when I went and opened the closet door for him, that place was so hot. It's like he was hyperventilating. It's like he was about to pass out or something, and it made me feel so horrible.
It's dangerous. They could die.
I know all the people with cats are now like judging me and whatever. But like that made me feel so horrible, and that's when like we're like, okay, maybe this will not work out. Come a point in mid-Jan, we get this call. And it's about our neighbor who also complained when we had a party at 9 and we were making noise. I'm like, you can have parties till midnight. Nonsense. So
we had one party.
Yeah. And by 11 guys had passed out because it started at 2. People started partying at 2. 11 people had passed out. So we got this call about this neighbor and they say, oh, the cats are making noise. So
really?
2 options, give away your cats or move out.
Wow. I guess in regular life for other people who have children, you can give away kids and then just be like, oh, you don't allow kids. We can stay here. The kids will fend for themselves. It's very dumb.
So yeah, so that's how we were kicked out. Well, we still had to be the ones to say it was our choice to leave and write the letter and say we're giving them notice and all that shit.
At least they were nice enough not to kick us out immediately. At least
they still said do the whole 1 month because it was mid-Jan, and then they were like, okay, so finish Jan, then you have Feb, and then you can move out at the end of Feb. Because it was like, that was the option. So, yeah, we were kicked out. But the extreme sport did not end there. So now we're here. We're good people. We said, let's find a house that has a compound because of our beautiful, beautiful fur babies.
Yeah.
So we're there. We've looked at houses. Most of, houses that are reasonably priced are not in Nairobi. So we were looking at houses that had some close proximity to the city.
Mm-hmm.
And we found a really cool house. I was painting, so there's this area. There's 2 doors, that's not the main door. It's not the main door. Then there's a bathroom here. This is a bathroom. And then here's the main door. That's the main. So there's a bedroom. And then have cabinets, closets, whatever you want to call them, wardrobes. And then the bathroom. The lights, okay.
It was
not
very
close, cool. Not that close to the city, but it was worth the distance.
Yeah.
And then?
I guess I decided at the last moment. I feel like it was literally a last minute decision that they don't do pets.
I don't think it was a last minute decision. I think the person misinformed us. The person we asked, because we asked, we said, hey, they allow pets, and the person said, yeah, they do, because it's a house that has a compound.
It has a compound, so it wouldn't make sense to not
allow. Yeah. So as we're like, we're good. We found a house. This compound is pretty. It looks nice. We're like, cool. We're supposed to move out on Thursday. On Wednesday, Muthoni abandons a painting project. Muthoni is working. Muthoni and Nick go to the house to go finalize on everything so that they can also ask them to paint the house white instead of landlord cream. We're there, we've spoken, everything is cool. We're like, cool. We're ready. I had my checkbook. We're ready to sign away our lives and give them the money and say, okay, sir, I'll see you tomorrow. And then we're over there saying, the cats will love this compound. Like
cats.
Hold up.
Like animals. We don't do that here.
We show up, we're over there, like, nice house. We're talking about, the cats are gonna love the compound. And they go like,
Hey, what'd you say?
Did you say cats?
Cats. Is that someone's name? A group? No. Oh, you mean cats? Like meow. Oh shit.
Pets are not allowed.
My goodness, what are we doing?
Why would you have a house with
a compound
and not allow pets? Like,
I don't get it. I don't get you guys.
How?
You have great houses, but I don't understand you guys. Man, really?
I know. As in, FYI, that's supposed to be the day before we move out. We've already told this guys we're moving out on Thursday. So, so now it's like, it's 4 p.m. This guy is going for rehearsals. We're supposed to move out the next day. We don't have a house. We don't have a place to move to.
And so we started looking last minute things, which always suck, but at least we were fortunate enough to find a lot of options. Well, not that many options.
They were not that good.
4 options.
Because now we had to again abandon our idea of moving. Because the reason we wanted to go to that particular place was because as much as it was slightly out of town, please, Ziggy. As much as it was slightly out of town, the house was worth it. And the fact that it had a good compound. All the other houses we saw, not a big compound, not, and really far away from town. And
quite far.
When didn't add up. So we said, fine, let's find an apartment that allows pets. So now Thursday, so we tell the guys, okay, we're moving on Friday. So when they're like, oh, so tomorrow, I'm like, no, I said Friday. Now Thursday, we're looking for a house. And we had to wait until Nick finished the show because he was doing the morning show. So we could only meet at like 10. So we meet at 10 and we're like, okay, cool, let's go. So the first house we saw wasn't... So, okay, there was this guy we found.
Balcony.
Yeah, there's this guy we found. He was an agent and he had houses like in a certain area. And we saw two that looked interesting enough, but photos can lie. So we saw two that looked interesting. So we were like, okay, let's call him. Then he will show us. And then this guy says, yeah, the earliest I can meet you is 3. So we say, so he says he has a meeting, but he will try as hard as possible. So as we agreed, what we were going to do is we'll just end up settling for a house. We'll see the houses he has, and whichever doesn't look horrible is the one we'll take, instead of having to look for different ones, so that we can just do it and done and be done. Also
because we only had one day. That
wasn't even a day. That's not even one afternoon. Because now we're meeting him at 3. We're supposed to be... So by the way, we've spoken to a moving company that's moving us the next day at 10. Where to? We have no idea. Like...
Drugs.
So we start walking around with what his name was, Joshua. So we start walking. Joshua is a biker. Yay, cool guy. He has a really cool bike. So Joshua comes through, shows us one house, and then we don't like it. And then the guys there, because they really want someone to take the house, they're like, "Mwonyesha ile ingine," but I'm like, it's no different. It's just like the same, but with one extra bedroom. And you're like...
And the kitchen was still small in that.
And horrible looking. Yeah, the kitchen wasn't pretty. The kitchen was like this big. So we're like, so he says, let me show you another one. So we go to the second location. How many houses did we see with him? 3.
We saw 4.
Because this was the last one.
This was the last one.
So we moved to another house, and he's like, he's showing it to us, and that one,
which also sucked.
And it was so run down. It had so many issues, like a lot of things that needed to be fixed. We wanted a house that was ready for us to move into the next day, not those ones for sasa tutapaka rangi kesho, alafu mkuja tarehe moja. No, we didn't have time for that. So we are now moving around, and by the time we're coming to see this house, this wasn't even one of his listings, it was one of his friends' listings.
This was by the way, since we're around,
it's like, let me just show you this one. And also it was like, it's not like what you wanted, but you just might let's just go see it. It's
And it
not
was
that
after
bad.
5.
Because he said it's not that bad. Because every time we'd walk into a kitchen, I'd be like, God. We'd walk into a house, I'm like, why are they so small? The bedroom's so small. So he was like, okay, there's this other one. It's a 2-bedroom. And it's not exactly what you had asked for, but it doesn't look bad. So we said, Sawa, let's just see. It says, oh, we're coming here. It's after 5. Nick is over here talking to this mover, saying, Aki, we're going to tell you where we're moving to. So they're like, you have to pay the deposit. At least pay 50% up front. We're like, we don't even know 50% to where.
Exactly.
So we just paid the 50% just to make sure they'll plan to come move us the next day. That was the whole idea of the initial whatever they had given us. Because they told us, as long as it's within Nairobi, it should be around this price.
Yeah.
So we said, paid 50% of that. Came here. The caretaker had left and he's the one who had the house keys. He was not around. The office that runs whatever had closed because it's 5. So caretaker says, Sawa na come, because they're friends with Joshua. The caretaker finally decides to come. He just came, opened the plates for us. We saw it and we're like, okay, fine, we'll take it. Because for me, I was like, we'll have to just choose one of his houses. So I even told him, come what may, we're taking a house from you today. So which one, we don't know yet. But let's just see. And then the one that is least ugly. The one that doesn't look horrible.
This place is the least ugly.
No, but it's
in other words.
No, it wasn't what we were looking for. It wasn't what we wanted. But out of all the houses we saw,
it really was the best.
So after we saw it was the last one we saw, but we're like, it's okay. It also needs a bit of fixing up here and there. But at least we have a house.
Yep.
Yeah. So after that, I was like, okay, so it's because it had been painted already, they didn't need to do painting. Spoke to the caretaker. Caretaker was like, okay, sir. Calling the management company, it was after 5, so they had fungad. They were not in the office. No one was in the office. So he says, let's do this. Let's call them first thing in the morning, just to tell them you're moving in, and then you just go take the check to them as you guys do your thing. So we said, sir. So the cool thing was this house had been empty for a while.
A while.
Yeah, so sorry, just shifting gears over here. That's how we ended up in this house. Next day, so it's 7:30 a.m. 7:40 a.m. and we are supposed to move today. We are moving. We are moving today. We're moving today. We haven't paid for the house. We haven't signed a lease. We don't even, like, we've seen the house. But I met the caretaker. The caretaker said he'll organize, because the house, the cool thing is, unlike the other ones, that one, they didn't need like a day to paint it and do repairs or whatnot. They'd already done all that. The only thing that was left is cleaning the house. And then since we met the caretaker yesterday and we told him we're definitely taking the house because we need to move today. He said he'll just organize first thing in the morning to get the place cleaned as we now sort things out with the management company and all that. So the movers are going to be here by 9:30. They wanted to be here by 8, but then at 8 I have to go pick the crates. I wanted them to come after I've put all the cats in the crates, because putting these cats in the crates, especially Joey and Ziggy, is an extreme sport. They see the crate and they run away. Like, they're not friendly. It doesn't matter what you do. Even if you put their food in there, they're not going in there. So I wanted to make sure the cats are already in the crates by the time the movers are coming. This is from painting. Removed all the stuff. Only place I haven't painted yet, but I've already sanded it down, is this part. And then this was that wall. It just needs another coat of paint. It used to be blue with all the whatever. Finished painting it last night and it's seamless. You can't even tell where the frame was. Now I've been packing clothes because we have movers, but I don't want them to pack my clothes for me. I actually like packing my own clothes. So these are some of my clothes. These are mostly Nick's clothes. I haven't removed all my clothes down here, like my pajamas, my gym stuff. I still have that stuff here. I've not removed my clothes from here, like my sweaters and whatever. Hey Ginge, look where Ginger is hiding. That's how I found him. Lift yenye member tunatumia hii lift pekee.
Yeah, yeah, mzima.
Yeah, service. Sindo naona na Ibambi. And that's how we ended up in this house. It's the house you saw in the last tour. The empty house tour I did last week, but one.
Well, it looks a whole lot better now. That's the
yeah, with
upside.
furniture and everything, yeah. Of course, we're still going to get rid of this landlord color.
I was looking for a place that you would like. Unfortunately, we didn't find a place you liked, but at least we found a place that was manageable. And the cool thing is they allow pets, so
yeah, that was the
I
most
think that's a
important
win.
thing for
and
us.
The cats have adapted to the place really quick, so
oh yeah, moving the cats was
moving 4 cats is a lot of
an
work.
extreme sport. I don't know, have you ever experienced like a time crunch like that one, having to move in like such a short period of time,
Have
of
you
having
ever
to
had
find
a
a
neighbor
house?
snitch on you?
Well, that happens a lot.
Because that's probably, that was the thing. A neighbor snitched. I have
okay,
no
I think
beef.
it's time to
And the
release
cool thing is
Clover.
cats and dogs don't get coronavirus, so win.
Okay, that's...
It's true though. It's true.
Yeah.
Dogs and cats cannot catch the coronavirus. Not
Yay
that we
to
have
that.
it. I'm just saying.
So are you saying that should anything happen, come check
Should
on our
worst
cats?
case scenario and you and I get the coronavirus, the cats will be fine. They'll just be like, these humans are about to leave us. So what we'll do is
Eat them?
they'll probably eat us. Ooh, which reminds me, there's a really cool episode of Paradise PD about cats eating other cats. Story for another day.
If ever it's a story we'll tell.
Yeah.
So anywho, thank you so much for spending your time with us. Also, please tell me in the comment section, do you want our videos to come back? There's those videos we used to do together. Do you want those to come back, or do you want us to just keep doing DIYs and home renovations and nothing else? I'd like to know that. Please do let me know in the comment section. I would really appreciate that. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for spending your time with us.
And keep washing your hands.
Oh yeah, do that.
Important.
And also catch you in the next video, which is on Friday, our Watamu vlog.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Bonus video.
Nice.
Friday, 7 p.m. Watamu was litty. Litty.
It was very dope.
Litty. Okay, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And give this video a thumbs up, because that sends a message to YouTube that you like my content. And also, if you know one other person who might like my content, share it with them. Yeah.
For sure.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Ziggy come.
You're not saying goodbye, you.
Say, Ziggy come. Ziggy come.